Hello and welcome all of my otaku fan. Wait a minute. This is no. This is Man Manga Boy. Sorry. So here we have, you know, I think this is the last unboxing of April. Oh my goodness, it's finally here at the end of May, guys. We did it. We finally made it to the end of April. So April was pretty big because of the impressive sale. There was a 7Z sale. I think there was even a Viz sale, and it started off in March, but it came in April. That's just the way it goes. Oh, and here we can kind of see the start of this Viz Media Sale. So we have some Eataway Torbito. This is all by, this was a huge recommendation by Jake the Pog. He recommends this like in every video. At least he used to recommend it in like every video. Anyways, if you pause the video as I'm flipping the books, you could probably see my address if you guys are really super fans. But anyways, let me actually try to get these books all organized, because I don't know if you can tell, but there's like 1,000,001 Eataway Torbitos. This is my thumbnail. This is Jake the Pog bait right here. I'm gonna put this in my thumbnail, and he's gonna watch my video and be like, "Damn, that's Eataway Torbito." So let me just cut off, and then we'll be right back with the Eataway Torbito all organized. Sound good, friends? I think it sounds fantastic. So I'll see you there. Okay, see, we got some Eataway Torbito here. Let's go through these covers. They're all organized now. We'll start with the last volume and work our way down. So each of the backs have a little tanuki. This is about a liar who starts to tell lies for good. I'm sorry, my camera quality is so poopy. I don't know why it's so poopy this time around. It's not usually this bad. I don't know what I did. 21. Eataway Torbito, it seems like an interesting manga. It's, of course, in the Shonen Sunday line, which I feel like doesn't get a lot of love because it's newer. But I am pretty interested in it because a lot of good manga does come from Shonen Sunday. I mean, Shonen Sunday used to be like the rival of, Shonen Jump. I don't know if it still is, but in Japan, that's kind of how it was. It was like the #1 competitor of it. So I was pretty interested to pick it up because of that. But yeah, let me tell you guys just a little bit more in detail about this. So this follows a child named Utsuho, who is a truthlessness as a child results in an enormous catastrophe, and so he decides to lie from that day forward. He's raised in a village of orphans by a monk. Utsuho is an unrepentant troublemaker. The monk eventually inspires him to help people, but there's no way Utsuho is going to lead an honest life. He ain't about that. Instead, he's going to use his talents for mischief and deception for good. As he travels, he meets Pochi, an innocent tanuki, Yakuma, a serious, skilled young doctor, and Nea, an elegant teenage girl who is an Eataway Torbito with an innocent personality. With these three companions, Utsuho travels Japan to increase the numbers of his family and save people with his lives. So I was able to get most of the volumes in. In an earlier haul you saw I got a few of the other ones. I think I'm only missing like 1 or 2 volumes at this point. So I'm pretty excited to start to read through this. Hopefully it's as good as the legends tell. But I think I'm missing like 4 and 6 or something like that. I know I'm missing more in this picture, but it's because I got them in an earlier haul. But I'm not exactly sure at the time of this recording which ones I'm missing, because, if I was sure, then it'd be too easy, and we can't have that. Here's Horimiya, Volume 4. Prof Otaku actually put a video up on this. It was recent as the time of me recording this, about how Horimiya is like not as good as everyone says. Of course, this is the only one I was missing. I have like 1 through 11 or 1 through 12, but I was missing 4, and so 4 came in. Just perfect timing. You gotta love it. That was a chef kiss. That's the special seasoning right there on top of my Horimiya cake before I read it. Promise Neverland. I keep getting the Promise Neverland in pieces. I have like 1 through 3, then I have like 8, and then I have like 12 through like 18. It's like the most ridiculous bundle and mess of a collection process for this series. But everybody, I'm sure, knows all about Promised Neverland by now. The manga is, as everyone says, much better than the anime. I have watched only a few episodes of Season 2, but I want to finish the end of Season 2 before I read the manga, just so I can say, wow, the anime really is that bad, or wow, the anime really is that good. My Room is a Dungeon Rest Up, Volume 1. I got the other 2 volumes in the last haul. I believe there's only 3 volumes at the time of recording this. This is a very, very good, funny series with a lot of cool elements of adventure in it, and you know, a lot of the dungeon crawl kind of elements at play. That's pretty cool. The guy makes an AFK leveler in his dungeon. ReZero Volume 1 Part 1. I finally got this in. I'm still only have pieces of ReZero. ReZero is one of those very long volumes, but they have like individual parts. So there's Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5. So I don't think any one part exceeds Volume 10, but I think they get up to like 6 or 8, something like that. There's just a ton of volumes, and they're always different per part. Banana Fish Volume 17. I'm also just getting this in really sporadically. I bought these all way back during, I think it was a shoujo sale. So it's always a surprise when Right Stuff sends me a list of manga coming in, and I'm like, oh, Banana Fish is coming in. Maybe I'll be able to read it this week. You know, of course, no. It's just a random volume that's not in a consecutive line. I don't think I even have 1 to 2. I think I have 1 and then 8, but maybe I do have 2. I don't know. Bungo Stray Dogs 18, 4, 3. Let me just organize this. Hold on. So here, we'll start with 5 in the back. So 3, 4, 5. By the way, I like how Bungo Stray Dogs has this black and white aesthetic for a lot of their covers. And on the spines, it does alternate between black and white, and the letters will alternate as well, which is really cool. Here's Volume 4. And then each of those little objects on the back correlate to a member on the team. This is a really cool series if you guys have never checked it out. I've never read it personally, but I've watched it and I loved it. I can only imagine the manga is actually going to be better because the anime was great. And I feel like it never got a lot of love, and I don't really know why. So here's me trying to hype it up, get it the love it deserves, okay? H.P. Lovecraft's The Hound and Other Stories by Go Tanabe. Go Tanabe's on this huge H.P. Lovecraft kind of, Japanification or mangafication. I'm not a huge fan of reading books, so I'm really all in it to get my H.P. Lovecraft fix here, because I like Lovecraftian things, but I can't read very good, so you guys have probably noticed there's not a lot of words in this book, so this is number 1 for me. That's a huge plus. I expect this to be very creepy and scary, just disturbing. Mobile Goose Suit Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz, Glory of the Losers. This is going to get me all caught up and finished for Mobile Suit Gundam. Wing. I figured it out. It's the anime plus more. It starts off with, I think it's either episode W or episode 0, whatever it's called. And then it goes through the manga series. This includes what the series was supposed to be from the beginning, but they were unable to make it this way because of different cuts and budget issues. So if you want the true series in its true form, this is the way to get it, from what I understand from the creators when I was reading different interviews about this. So I can't resist that, because Gundam Wing, I actually really liked Gundam Wing when I was a kid. Granted, I don't really remember what it was about, but I remember watching random episodes and be like, oh, that's so cool. I like that guy's Gundam. I like that guy's Gundam. Oh, the fighting is sick. So, very, very young, impressionable me was all about it. And this was on, when I was, young, because, when I was in high school, I think it was Gundam Seed was out, which I hated, actually. I thought it was very boring. Not a lot of fighting, no. It was just, democracy, space, and I'm like, Oh my god, can you please get in the Gundam? So yeah, I didn't really like Seed that much. It's probably better than I give it credit for. Will I ever watch it? Probably not. If they make a good manga about it, though, I'll probably read it. There is manga about it. I don't know if they're any good, though. Should probably look into it, since I do have a lot of Gundam series now. I mean, why not, right? Let's get rid of all this paper. This is kind of a jumbled mess. What the heck? I've never seen the paper snake through that, but I guess I'll start with Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. This is about a woman who maxes out her defense in her MMORPG because she doesn't want to get hurt. Because if you get hurt in the game, you can really feel the pain because it's so advanced. It's just like Sword Art. So, yeah, great. Another Sword Art knockoff. I heard this is really good, though, so I believe people, so I hope it is. That's why I bought it. They're mostly talking about the light novel, though, but we just went over this binge about how reading is very difficult for me, so, you know, hopefully the manga is at least decent. I know everybody says typically the light novels far surpass manga, but whatever. Helvetica Standard Bold. This is by Keiichi R.Y. This is a super thin spine. Anyways, this mainly covers... this is like where they get the inspiration for the shorts for his other series. Not Negima. It starts with an N. Nichijou. In between the episodes, they'll have these shorts, and so they're all kind of compiled there, and I think they come from there too, so you should probably read that in conjunction with Nichijou. I'm still waiting for Nichijou to come in. Hopefully one day soon. I have City 1 through 4. This now gets me complete. I like those little spots at the spines because that counts it for you, and then at every 5 there's a big one. So here's number 4. This is the same guy, the same mangaka, who does Nichijou and all of that Helvetica stuff I was just talking about. This is, I think, his most recent series. There might be one more coming out that I don't know about, but it's not in America yet, so, you know, my ignorance can be, you know, okay to be pushed aside. It's fine. So I'm interested to really get into this. I think there's 11 of them out so far. They're just like quick shorts of comics. I don't know if there's any overlying story, but I'm sure each character has like their own little development, just like they used to have in Nichijou. So I'll be excited to read through it. It looks like it's pretty funny to me. Just a lot of like out of left field gags and things like that. Nichijou always takes the normality of things and then makes it really unexpectedly crazy. Soul Eater Volume 1 of the Perfect Edition. I have 2 and 3 already down into my library. So you can see the glossiness of the paper. I don't really like glossy paper that much. It's nice, it's cool, but I don't know. It feels more like a comic than it does a manga. You got some boobas there. We got some cool colored art of the title pages, which is awesome. I really like what they added with these colored pages in this release. The original release, I think it has other extras that's missing from the Perfect Edition, but I also think it's a completely different translation, too. Not 100% on that, but I'd probably go with the Perfect Editions if you guys are looking to buy Soul Eater, honestly. Here we have Summer Wars. I don't know much about this manga, but I love this movie. This movie was made by the same guys who made the Digimon, the movie, or our war game as it's known in Japan. So I hopped on board. I really like the movie and this movie for their animation. I think it's really great. Now, I understand that the animation is probably not going to be as good in the manga because, you know, less animators. But I'm still very interested in it. It's in the future of 2010, if you guys can see that there. Late July 2010. The distant future. Yeah, that's kind of how old this movie is. Arakawa Under the Bridge. If you guys have ever seen the so you're a man of culture too, I see. That comes from this manga, actually, or this anime, which came from this manga. I actually thought it came from a very old anime, but no, it comes from here. So I wanted to check it out, not for only that reason, but but for partially that reason. I'm not gonna lie. I heard that this manga is hilarious. I heard it's kind of touching. There's my phone for you diehard fans out there. So I had to pick it up. I'm so excited to get into this one. I don't have, the first 2. I think I have a few others, though. Kaguya-sama Love is War, Volume 9. Wait, volume 9 was at volume 19. Sometimes I miss the ones. Anyways, I'm all caught up to date with Kaguya-sama Love is War. I just have to read it. So it's on my pile to be read. My girlfriend also wants to read it, so it's kind of like whoever wants to read it first can read it first, because it's so deep in my TBR that I'm probably not going to read it for a while. Ancient Magus Bride Wizard's Blue. I'm still trying to get the main series in, but they are just out of stock like crazy on Right Stuff. I mean, I have them ordered for months now. I'm actually starting to worry that they're going to go out of print, but fingers crossed they don't. Sentence of the Bookworm. I think that this is volume 3. Let's get this into focus. The spines are so small, which makes the font so small. Oh, sorry, volume 5. This is the most recent release of A Sentence of the Bookworm. I'm missing 1 and 2, so I haven't read this yet at all. It's not even in my TBR until I get 1 and 2. But I'm interested to read this because, you know, everyone says it's great. The anime apparently was really good. I didn't watch the anime because, you know, I'm a peasant and a poor fool. Haiku, volume 44. This is like one of the next volumes. It's like very close to the side of my bed, so it's coming up very soon. Sword Art Oratoria, volume 15. This is the most recent volume of Sword Art. Is it wrong to pick up Girls in the Dungeon? Again, I think this series takes place before, but I don't know what these blacker volumes take place. The mangas took a different tone with it, so I think that they're some other time period. Orakara Under the Bridge, volume 4. Yep, see, so these are the other volumes I was talking about that I got. I have every single volume of this series. I think you guys will see more in the next haul, except 1 and 2. Whoops. Kind of important to get 1 and 2, I guess, huh? Well, I guess it's 1 through 4 because they're omnibuses, but still. Abara by Nihei. You know, Nihei's the same guy who does by Omega, Apple Miz, and Knights of Sidonia. I read this already. It was a sick read. Do I have any idea what was going on? Kind of. You know, I don't know what the 3rd or the 4th order was up to, but it was a really cool read. Tons of action. Very creepy. Very, I won't say suspenseful, but intriguing, you know? It's just like got this really weird vibe to it. But that's it for this haul, guys. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please like, subscribe. If you guys didn't like it, maybe leave a comment. Tell me why. I hope everyone has a good rest of the day. Thanks for watching. Bye.